Hello chaps, and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. My name is Spanj, I'm back here on my base. Storm has come in, it's lovely weather outside, beautiful. I have managed to ship all of the loot, although I haven't disassembled either the mine or the factory yet. But I've brought back my advanced constructors, got 2 furnaces, a short-range warp drive, laser turret for a CV. A load of weapons. I think probably I'm going to dismantle these or deconstruct them or whatever once I get one of those. I've had to add a few more cargo pallets to the base just to put the blocks in there. Normally I would put these blocks in the factory. Which one was the other one? That one, yeah. But I wanted to save them because I want to use them for the new base, right? These combat steel ones especially, for the turret hard points on the new base. But I'm also going to build the new base mostly out of concrete. Well, certainly on the inside anyway. Because it's going to be largely underground. But before we do that, I want to... I want to upgrade. I've only got 4, not 6. Okay, so it's a question of which ones do I take out? Okay, let's take out the bottom ones. Like that. Like that. And side ones or top ones? Yeah, let's go with top ones. Either way, we're gonna have to rotate the old axis on this anyway, so there we go. Laser drill, laser drill, laser drill. I can't believe I got laser drills already. Amazing. Only four, but you know, still, that's pretty good. I can disconnect from that for a second. Now I just got to put them into the same grouping again. So if what have I got? I've got drill. Yeah, the drill group. I need to put them in there. So let's go with you to drill group, and then again. There we go. Right. So it's a shame we can't use like all the drills at the same time, because that would be cool, right? Let's power on. Power on. Drill mode is active halfway. Now it's active all the way. Yeah, once I get those 2 last laser drills, we are going to be golden. We are going to be golden. That is going to be awesome. Okay, so what do we wanted to go and so I'm going to need some concrete for the new base. Concrete blocks, right? But I need a crap ton of stone dust to do that. So I'm going to start digging out the new base. So, are my water generators still here? They are, yeah. I haven't actually been back to these things since I placed them. Probably need to empty those. But I'll do those in a minute. Right, here's the question though, because base cores they're on a north, east, south, west basis now, aren't they? So as in, you can't put them... So, because it would be quite cool to build the base in that direction. As in perfectly north or west, but I don't think I can. So maybe just looking at the water here, a westerly. Well, that doesn't really work either. That sucks. Yeah. One of the first things I'm going to need is a pad, I think, to park my vehicles on, or a hangar bay at least, anyway, to park them in. I'm also going to need turret defense, because where was the drones going to come from? The drones were going to come from the drone base over here, and I think this direction. So they're going to come straight at the front door, which is perfect, really, because actually they're probably going to have to go over past the farm. They might hit the farm first. They might actually be above, because I've got the defense towers here and here. If they come in a straight line, call that a straight line. I'm going to go over these mountains. Okay. So if I dig west in like that and then north, that would be quite cool, wouldn't it? I'm just not sure if that's good enough, or whether I should drill north straight into the mountain that way. That gives me a lot more mountain to play with, but a lot less water. But, you know, I could have... Yeah, okay, maybe I'll go north then. A north entrance it is, so straight into there. I can have a bit of side, something over the water, like a pad or whatever off to the side. But I'll probably build some tower defences here, and maybe there on top of this little bit here. That'll be quite cool. Maybe I can build a compound around this entire lake. That'll be really sweet. My own personal lake. Right, so we've got to try and keep north. So I haven't used this in a while actually. I'm going to press Shift O. Okay, and Shift O fixes my position. I'm moving the mouse around at the moment and you can see it's sort of shivering, but it's not really moving at all. So that means I've got a fixed direction drill at the moment. The only problem with Shift O is that it doesn't give you height. It just gives you, it just fixes it forward, backwards, and everything. It just fixes it. So I can go left and right, but I can't look up and down. And I wish I could look up and down and just not left or right. That would be ideal. Am I facing perfectly north right now? I'm not sure if I am actually. Let's just Shift O again. It's so hard to know. I suppose I could use DI. Did that tell me my rotation? My position. Hang on, let me just see. Does rotating? Yes, it does. Does it? No. It's going to be perfectly north. One way to do it is to place blocks and run a line and then drill along that line. But I think I'll do that. I'll do that later. I think I'm north. Let's drill. Let's drill. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill out a nice long tunnel here, and then because I want. This is the problem with only having 4 drills, is it doesn't make a tunnel wide enough. I don't think. Or maybe it does. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna have to go left and right just to widen it. Yeah, I need to make a big enough sort of entrance here to get this thing in, a reasonable sized SV as well. It would be nice to build a hangar bay big enough to put a CV in. That would be really cool. Maybe I'll do that further up the mountain. Maybe I'll do a HV hangar down here, an SV hangar above it, and a CV hangar above that, maybe, or the other way around. CV hangar above the HVs. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, right, I'm gonna do this off camera because this is boring. This is just digging. But all right, guys. So dug a bit of a hole. Gonna be carried away here. Been digging through. This is actually now the next morning. So let me just grab a core. I did pop back to the base. So yeah, terrain's not particularly even, but it's fine because once I've placed the blocks, that will smooth out. So that is north facing. I'm going to place the core right there. What I got is I got the base working on a load of blocks. It's not very many there, but hopefully to do us for now. So let me just back up a bit, get the drone, and see what we can do with this. Because when you place concrete over, you know, it's going to clip into the ground, and so you can see where the terrain is uneven and needs to be flattened out. That's what we'll do. We're going to hit through these 300 blocks really quickly. I wanted to drop that water off, but there's not enough space. There's too many blocks in the base. From digging this much concrete, we got so much crushed stone now. It's a bit insane. So yeah, I'll need to clear these edges up a bit. So we went a bit too far with some things. It's a good start though. So this will be our HV hangar. I'll probably have to raise the roof a little bit, but it is a little bit sunk actually. Are we? Yep. So quite simply, so I'll clear all this up, but let me quickly head back to base because what I would like to do is finish the floor off at least, put all the walls up, and then I'll leave the back open because I'll dig a corridor out the back. That will then go up, so I'll dig out a corridor at the back left. That will go up, and then try and get the earth mover up there. Or I don't know, but that will be upstairs. Will be like production and storage and things like that. That's the first sort of room we're going to need. Lots of production and storage, and then we need power generation. So we're going to put a big pad outside for the solar panels. Someone did mention that solar panels work underground, which I thought was odd. I'm not going to test it. Okay, I'm going to try and do my solar panels like normal solar panels on the outside. I need to offload this water somewhere. I don't know where to stick it. The base is full. It really is. Look at this. Right. Input 14,000 of 16,000. I could put a little bit of water in there. To be honest, I don't want to overdo it. Yeah, this is crushed stone. Like that's after it's produced like 1,000 blocks, more than that. Output. I don't want to put any water in the output because we don't need it in the output. Blocks. Obviously, we've got these blocks that we need, and these ones. That can fit a bit of water. That can fit. There we go. Oh, just 3 more. Come on. That can go in the input then. There we go. Okay. Good. So, why is that ration pack in there? And why are you not in here? The rest of these rifle upgrade kits. And also, what the hell? Fridge. And an armor mod. I can come down here. Must have looted something. There we go. That's pretty cool. A couple of armor mods now. Okay, so that should mean we can load up the view. Here's the cargo extensions I wanted. I am going to need some fuel tanks now. So give me some of those. I've got a T1 generator already somewhere. In one of these. Just the blocks. Warp drive. There we go. T1 generator. The furnaces and constructors. They're going to have to fit in there somewhere. So, blocks. That's all steel. I don't want to use those yet. You're all combat steel. You're the 800 I've been looking for. You can... Damn. Yeah. I'm definitely going to need... Well, I'm going to need to shuttle everything over anyway. But the earth mover is all I got. Let me see actually. Can I afford... This would be a bit of a jump if I can. But those... That factory and that... bit ways off yet. Cobalt, copper, carbon substrate. The Neo, man. The Neo! God damn. Right, I'm going to have to go to the moon then. Well, actually... there were a couple of wrecks and stuff dotted around the planet, weren't there? Crash DSE back. Yeah, that we weren't ready to loot. The Crash DSE front had thrusters on it. Wreckage has thrusters on it. Small is that the wreckage? No, not that wreckage. That's the starter wreckage. That one there has thrusters on it. Satellite wreck, I don't think does. That one will. Yeah, we should be able to get, and the Titans, of course, Titan parts. Yeah, okay, we'll definitely be able to get abandoned drone base. Damn. Okay, I was just thinking because the short hauler is ideal for lifting this kind of amount of volume, but I wanted this other base up and running before I had the short hauler because I wanted to spawn it. I don't need to spawn it on a platform. I haven't got that function enabled, but kind of wanted a base to spawn it. Ooh. Way to drive, Spanj. Nice. Right, let's lay the rest of these blocks anyway and start on the production room, and then we can go and salvage some wrecks for Neo, because there won't be any Neo in the abandoned mine or factory. There's a lot of steel in those. Right, 600 this time. That should be enough to finish this. Doesn't quite fit right, but it's cool. Because what we'll actually have is we'll have a ramp going up to the hangar doors, which will be about here. Well, actually, no. The hangar doors I'll inset in there, in that kind of frame, and then there will be a ramp going up. Yeah, that's right. So, actually, probably need to start ramping that up now then. There we go. I buried myself. No getting me now, drones. There we go. So there we go. Okay. Well, I need to build a sort of a hoop kind of thing over the top here. The frame for the hangar doors that will go up. So let me see, where does this? It kind of starts there. There's a bit of a, yeah, I wasn't very even with it. Okay. Oh. There's a little weird trick. I don't know if it still works with structure integrity, but you can, if you bury a block, it will reinforce it. If you bury it in the ceiling, I mean. Is that going to reach? No. Do a few more reinforcings. Bury it in the roof like that. You see it turns green. There we go. So that is this one. Okay. So that's our hangar entrance, and well, it will be. So all we need to do now is switch to drill mode. Oh, the laser's back out. This takes a little finesse at this level because you've got to kind of try and meet at least one laser up with the ground you're trying to dig out. So, but it is much nicer to do it with lasers than it is the mechanical drills. That's for sure. So once you've done most of the big stuff with the driller, you can then tidy up the little bits with the hand drill. And it can be a particularly little fiddly, tiny little cracks and stuff like that can be just left over. So the better you can do it, the better time you're going to have with an underground base. Because will you piss off? I literally have no ammo. It's all 9 rounds I had. I'm now completely out of ammo. Alright. Yeah, because if you leave little bits like this, then it can trip up your hover vessels and stuff. They just become really annoying. Plus, you know, they look horrible. Yeah, bug invasion. So yeah, once you've tidied up, then it's time to put the walls and the ceiling on, and then rinse and repeat with the driller to flatten the ceiling and the walls. So I've got the basic sort of frame here on the entrance. That's how tall and wide it's going to be. So we can make it wider. We can build it out that way if we want, to have a sort of L-shaped hangar bay, which would be quite cool. But I think for the time being, this will be fine. So let's put some walls and ceilings on. And eventually, you'll end up with a hangar bay that is nice and tidy and squared off. Apart from one little fleck of goddamn dust right there. So, yeah, there we go, guys. Right, this is the hangar bay. I think this is a pretty damn decent sized hangar bay for HVs. This is huge. I don't think there are hangar doors big enough for this. But if not, I can always use shutter doors because they can get pretty big. Combined with signal logic, that'll make pretty good. So yeah, I carried on drilling, by the way. I drilled out the tunnel. I can't get up there now. I drilled this out, used the drone a lot for this. But yeah, the hover vessel's up there now. Yeah, I have to go up. I dropped down, but I have to go up the sides to go get it. Yeah, I started digging out a sort of section upstairs, like I said, which is going to be the production room and whatnot. So this will be a nice little balcony area. I'll put some glass in here and turn it into a bit of a living area. Next thing I need to do is actually put some turrets on this thing before I put power and generators and stuff in it, because as soon as I power it up, the drones are going to start coming. So, well, I don't know, there's a debate going on whether the powering up does the drones or whether the guns do the drones. So I don't know. Well, put some guns on it anyway, because inevitably they're going to come regardless, I think. So I think one defense tower, if I can build it as far away as that hill there, I'll put one there, and the other one I was thinking of putting somewhere over there to watch for drones coming that way. I might dig it into the sort of side of the mountain or something like that anyway. So I had a bit of a cheeky idea back at the base on where to store all the concrete blocks, because the concrete blocks were filling my storage up, but the portable constructors, they don't have any volume limits. So I just put in everything in there, because I figure what I can do if I connect to the earth mover here, right, and this is how I got them in there in the first place. You can just you can stick them on your toolbar, That's actually all the earth mode you can take is 600. I really would like to get the STO2, the new short hauler, the Mark II. Yeah, but I think in the next episode we'll go and we'll do some wreck hunting and stuff. Try and get the Neo that we need for that thing. It's a bit weird going for a CV before an SV, but I think that's what I did last time. Oh no, I had the Nightshade before the short hauler, didn't I? What we do need is, well, actually, 1 second. In my output, I've got some fuel tanks, and in some of these boxes, I need to organize this. Well, I didn't see much point in organizing it because, you know, I'm going to be moving it into a new base. But I got a Jenny there. So, well, what I need to do is actually create a generator room, first of all. I got that little space up the top of the base that I just showed you, but that's the wrong button. Yeah, drill mode, power, thrusters. Cool. So, I had an idea. It's a bit extreme. I don't know whether I'll be able to make it happen or what. Am I even going the right way? And we've got F6 on. But I had the idea to have an SV or CV hangar into the side there. Huge, sort of massive hole into the side of the mountain where I could park something, not huge, something like the shore hauler above this hangar bay, basically. Well, I said the section directly above this actually would not be affected because I don't think the mountain. I got drill mode enabled, that's why it fell over. Because if you drill in from about, bear in mind the size of the mountain, the shape of it, you need a big enough hole. The HV hangar ends there, so I'd probably need from about where my crosshair is there up. That's a significant hole. It's going to take a ridiculous amount of drilling. I'm going to have so much crushed stone. I'm probably just going to have to throw a lot of it away. So HV hangar, that's fine. We'll make this look pretty and tie it up and stuff. That's going to be a lot narrower as a corridor. I made it that big just to get the earth mover down there, but when I finish it, I'll actually just shape it so it's just a pedestrian one. But this area up here, and I've got to be careful here because I see a lot of the ceiling on the hangar here is kind of supported by the fact that it's got rock above it. So as I take this out, I'm reducing my structural integrity. But essentially, what I'm going to do is this area here, sort of, if you imagine this to be another corridor, the elevator will come up here, we'll have a corridor here, and then to the left of that corridor as you come out is going to be our generator room. So all fuel tanks and stuff will be here. Generators, stuff like that. And then directly in front, as you come out here, this is where we'll have storage and furnaces. So I'm just going to divide this whole area up. You see that little tiny strip of ground? I don't know if you can see it from there actually. Right, this thing here, right here. You see that? This is the bane of underground bases. They can become so small that you can't really see them, but they will still stop a ship dead in its tracks. So you got to be really careful. There's another one. Oh, I just got it. It's fine. Yeah, you got to be really careful with these underground bases when you're digging them out. They will cause chaos. So I kind of want a natural barrier between production and power generation and fuel and stuff like that. So I'm gonna dig this one back a bit more. I love the fact that I got laser drills already. This makes it so much easier. I think if I had laser drills, I don't think I'd be doing an underground base right about now. Hopefully I can upgrade this thing to about 8 or 10 laser drills eventually. And then this thing will really chop through the ground. It already kind of chops through it with 4. Can you imagine double that? Gotta be careful as well when I'm digging this way to not just go straight out the other side of the mountain. I gotta try and make this big enough for the fuels and generators that I think I'm gonna be using in here. So you imagine this will be our fuel room. We can get one more in the end there. Yeah. I'll do a quick check of structural integrity in a second. This should be more than big enough to get fuel tanks and generators in. There we go. And you'll often end up with bits of ground just left over in the corners there. It's good to get rid of them though, because they can cause problems. They have in the past caused problems with air tightness as well. Obviously this being a temperate world, that's not too bad. But... Alright, it's always good to just have a good seal. There we go. Okay, so let's get the earth mover out. One quick second. This, if you imagine... Well, they did want to turn this into a little living area, balcony thing. So maybe I need to rethink my plan for this to be production, because I can have the storage sort of built into the walls here. And then as for furnaces and stuff, I don't know. But we can put a... Definitely put some walls here. And there we go. And actually let's just finish this off as well. So yeah, with this corridor, obviously wanted to be quite well shaped. So I was going to do a lot of sort of sloping and inset edges around it to make it look a little bit more supported, more reinforced, I guess. Obviously it's not going to look very much for a while. It's going to look like a concrete box for a while. I'll just give you a quick preview of sort of thing I'm thinking of, and why I've crafted so many concrete blocks. Because if you imagine an elevator coming up this, obviously I made this big because I wanted the earth mover to get up there, so it doesn't need to be this big. So it's also an odd shape. Damn it, I didn't think about that. Okay, well, never mind. It's an odd shape, it's too late. Well, we can do some funny stuff with glass, maybe. Maybe we can have the elevator coming up one side of it, like there. That's the wrong tool. And have a glass floor, glass sides, and then this will be like an atrium kind of thing. Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. But the fact that there is a 2-block gap either side of that is actually not a bad thing, so we start with this. And then, where's the block? Where's the goddamn block? It's over there. So one of these every other step. Suddenly, as if by magic, this corridor, which was just a box, suddenly becomes a bit more foreboding. Right, and we can do a better slope. One of these. Like that. So, an elevator will come up there. There'll be a glass floor over here so you can see down into the depths of the deep and dark below. We'll have another, I'll shape the corridor down below like this as well. And then once this is all textured and stuff, I think it'll look pretty cool. This will carry on all the way along here. Actually, you won't see any of this. And then in here, I'll put generators of fuel tanks. I'll flank the walls with fuel tanks and put generators at the end, I think. Yeah, lot to do to get it as a working functional base, but I think once we're moved in, actually things will move fairly quickly. So I can keep this area. I sort of wall this off and then glass it over. I can keep this area as a nice little lounge, and then I may even be able to, if I get rid of this, I kind of failed at the natural barrier thing anyway, so if I just continue this, dig this out, then this area can become a very good production area. It's got loads of room. Furnaces I can stick up against this wall. I can even make faux chimneys maybe come out of the top of the mountains, might be quite cool. But yeah, there we go. Okay, I just wanted to give you a quick sneak peek of the sort of things that I was looking to do with all that concrete I've been pouring out and have nowhere to put because weights and volumes. Still, it looks like weights and volumes is kind of, oh, it was cheating a little bit, but seems to have gone back down again now that I've placed a bunch of blocks, which is good. Alright guys, so I think that's all for today. I hope you've enjoyed a slightly slower episode. The last couple ones were very action-packed, so hope you enjoyed this anyway. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.